What's up, everybody? It's Keefe, and you're watching GhostCodeMag.com's 2022 Album of the Year Countdown. We're counting it down from 20 to number 1 as voted on by the global staff of GhostCodeMag.com. Hopefully you've been following along on our podcast and our post on our website with the list so far, counting down from 75 to 1. And right now we're going to bring you the final 20 albums. Number 20, Amon Amarth, The Great Heathen Army. The AC/DC of death metal does it again, the most consistent band of the last 25 years in metal. They cannot ever disappoint. The Great Heathen Army is another banger of an album. Number 19, Meshuggah, Immutable. What can you say about Meshuggah that hasn't already been said? Another incredible, complex, brain-breaking album from the Swedish Maniacs. Number 18, Ithaca, They Fear Us. One of the surprising bands coming out of the emerging UK scene of up-and-coming metal bands. There were so many great ones this year. There are a few more on our list, but Ithaca's album, They Fear Us, is a rager, and they are incredible live, and you don't want to miss them if they come to your town. Number 17, Weege Dude, There's Always Blood at the End of the Road. The incredible Belgian black metal band has always been high on atmospherics, but they brought the rage back and the fury back on this record, as well as their trademark sound, and this is one of the best black metal records of 2022. Number 16, Conjurer, Pathos. Another incredible band from the UK. We kind of saw this coming for years and years. This band was just grinding away and creating more and more complex and brutal music, and they finally put it all together on the Pathos album. Number 15, Venom Prison, Erebos. Yet another band from the UK on our list, and this is one of the finest death metal bands in the entire world, led by vocalist Larissa Stupar and her incredible vocals and lyrics. But the entire band came to play on this album, and they brought their A game. Number 14, Immolation, Acts of God. The long-running death metal classic band put out another amazing album this year. Unbelievable record, tremendous riffing, great vocals, sick sounds, and what's really important is when you have a long-running band like this, you want to keep evolving your sound, and that's what Immolation did. Number 13, Megadeth, The Sick, The Dying, and The Dead. Dave Mustaine kicked cancer's ass, and then he kicked out the jams with this incredible album. A thrash return to form. Dystopia was good. This album is better, and is the first recorded performance featuring Dirk Verbeuren in the band, as well as Steve DiGiorgio's guest bass lines. Great job by Megadeth. Looking forward to hearing these new songs on tour soon. Number 12, Behemoth, Opus Contra Natrum. The band continues to develop their sound ever since The Satanist and I Loved You at Your Darkest, and now they're here with this record, which is a middle finger to everything in the world, organized religion, trolls and haters, and everything else that's a target for Nagal. But a phenomenal job of writing and a lot of light and shade on this Behemoth record that I was not ready for. Number 11, Rammstein, Zeit. Just after putting out a record just a few years ago, the self-titled record, they came right back with this album, Zeit Meets Time in German, and it's a very sad album about getting older and coming to terms with the end of your life, and maybe the end of things like the end of Rammstein, which has been rumored for a long time. But this album is tremendous and deep all the way through with no skips. A killer album. Number 10, The Halo Effect, Days of the Lost. The incredible Swedish supergroup of former members of In Flames, including Michael Stana on vocals from Dark Tranquillity. What an incredible debut album. Another record that is great all the way through with no skips. They toured Europe all summer, and I'm hoping they come here to the States really soon. Number 9, Lorna Shore, Pain Remains. Probably the most talked about band of 2022. How does Will Ramos get those guttural screams so deep? They're deathcore, they're symphonic death metal, they're tech death. I don't know what they are, but they are brutal. Number 8, Goatwhore, Angels Hung from the Arches of Heaven. A return to form, if you will, from the great blackened death metal band from New Orleans. They have spent a few years doing kind of a black and roll, thrash and roll style, but this album marks a return to the true black and death metal style of the band. Number 7, Cult of Luna, The Long Road North. What can you say about the post-metal masters? Every few years, they put out a new release, and it always slaps. As the kids say, Cult of Luna continues to change and develop and evolve, and I couldn't be happier for them or this album. Number 6, Zeal and Ardor, self-titled. The self-titled album from the great band that has been around for quite a while is the brainchild of Manuel Gagnon, and again, the combination of gospel and black metal and blues is unrivaled and definitely unique in the genre. Number 5, Herrera, Mirage. Hopefully I said that correctly. The Portuguese black metal band is high on mystique and aura, but what an incredible band. They definitely deliver with atmospherics and complex writing. You must get this record if you love black metal in 2022. Number 4, Ghost, Impera. Ghost does it again. Whether you love them or hate them, Ghost always brings something new and fresh to the table every outing on an album, and this is no different, especially their catchy hit songs. Number 3, Devin Townsend, Lightwork. Arguably the most interesting album of the year, just on a basis of who the artist is. Every album Devin Townsend changes what he does. He changes up his style. This is a more indie rock and lighter record. There are some heavier moments and some complex prog rock moments, but it's really a contemplative record, an emotional record that he felt like he needed to make after the last few years. He also put out another record simultaneously with this, Dark Work, which is also phenomenal and busy and extreme and all the things you love from Devi. And he's already working on his next record, so chances are Devi will show up on this list in 2023 as well. Number 2, Cave In, Heavy Pendulum. Following the loss and the death of Caleb Schofield a few years ago, the band played a few charity shows, but they reconnected and wrote this incredible emotional album that is a tribute to Caleb as well as a step forward. And it's even got some of that fun. When the grieving is over, the band brings back some of that fun that they used to have and some of the fun from Stephen Brodsky's other band, Mutoid Man. Awesome to hear Nate Newton step into the shoes of Caleb. You know Nate's work from Converge and Old Man Gloom, among other bands. The number 1 album of 2022, as voted on by the staff of GhostCultMag.com, Machine Head of Kingdom and Crown. This album is a masterpiece. It is unbelievable, an incredible concept album, the first ever from the band, based on the Attack on Titan anime and manga, and just an incredible story, bolstered by incredible songwriting and singing. Some of the best vocals ever on this album, on a Machine Head album. Some of the best guitar solos, some of the best riffs. It's so heavy, but it's also balanced by melodic moments. A tremendous record. Hats off to Rob Flynn and the whole band for making this incredible document to music. Right up there with the best Machine Head records ever, Burn My Eyes and The Blackening in particular. That's our countdown. Tell us what we got right. Tell us what we got wrong in the comments. Thanks for watching. Certainly, if you like what you saw, give us a like and a follow and a subscribe wherever you see this. And thanks so much for supporting Ghost Cult for another year. 10 years of Ghost Cult Mag in the books and 10 more probably to go. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Keithy from GhostCultMag.com, and we're out.